The Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? Two-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Young throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. This is how the defense will look for San Francisco. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Young back near the goal line. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Young. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second and 9 now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Young got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's Young on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Young off the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third down, Young from the gun. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Breida. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go counter with Breida. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Young working out of the gun. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, team. Let's go.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54.
Second and 6. Complete to Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Last stop. Last stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
2nd and 5. Check down to Breida. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Final play of the half, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half, let's do it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Young on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. On 2nd down, Whittington. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the red zone now, Young looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now Young. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Young. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Young. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw, Young. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Young working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it's Young. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. To the air once more, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Now the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Back to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On second down now, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Shedding the tackle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Young. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. That's complete to Robinson. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll drop the throw. Check down to Breida. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a...
Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my